Alright, so here are all the parts that makes up the torso, the body, of the Gundam Zirius. And there's a lot of small parts here, surprisingly. Reminds me of the G Quads that I built. Well, first, we're going to put these parts here. Okay, there. Put this around, and then put that there. I feel like I'm going to be building a master grade here at this scale. Alright, so these two parts are done. And we take this, followed by the red part. Put that right under that. I think it goes that way, yeah. And then there's a ball cap that goes right here. Alright, that's done. Oh, then put that here. Alright. Then we take this gray part here. And I believe it's this one. You put that there like that. Be careful not to cut up all these parts here because it was like very, very close to the sprue sheet, the tray. But before you put that in, take this, put that here, I think. Take this, put that there, and we take this, slide that there, and we take this. Wait, no. I think once you put that on, you put that right over it. Is that how it works? Let's see. Let me do a dry run and put this on. Oh, it's that way. Alright. Looking at the wrong end. So that goes there, that goes there. Ah, come on. Don't fall off. There we go. I guess that's being held on by friction. And then you take this and you slide that in to hold it in. That's new. Alright, so that's done. And we have the detailed for the vents. Hold on, I gotta see this. Oh, it goes this way. Alright, so that goes there. And that goes here. Other side. Alright. Then we take this, put that, hold on, there's some detail here, like a little, like these little things, and they have to face outwards like that, okay, or inwards, oh, they face inwards. That goes there. That goes there. That goes back there. Then this connects to that. Oh, interesting. All right. And this one goes here. Is it the other way? I think it's the other way. Okay, hold on. it's like that. There we go. Now we take this. Put that there. Take this, put that here. And it goes like that. Oh, so this holds the whole body into place. Where have I seen that before? And we have these two parts here. There's supposed to be a detail here, obviously from the stickers. So that goes here, here. Push it all the way in. Good. And then we have the ever so popular neck part. Wow, that's pretty impressive. A lot of parts for this. Jesus. I wasn't expecting this. But then again, it's a unique kit. I've never seen this before. Okay, let's move on to the next part of the build. Next up is going to be the head of the Gundam Zirius. And even though I am going to paint this part, I am going to put the I am going to put on the eyes. That's not the eyes. That's this one right here. There are the eyes. This is just temporary for now because I will be removing it and painting it. Makes it difficult to hold on to this. Where is my clamp? I had a clamp here a minute ago. Didn't think of it ahead of time. Oh boy. Had it here a moment ago. Alright, I'm just gonna have to see what I can do. There we go. Just want to hold on. Okay. All right. So I guess we take this. We put that there. Like that. And then we have a very, very small face mask, which I am so nervous not to lose. Let me see if I can drag it back a little down. It's terrible. I may end up removing it, but we're going to leave it the way it is for now. Alright, so that's done. Now we take the head, two parts of the head, connect that to there. Connect that here. And then we take the V-fin, put that there. Oh boy, this thing is so crazy small. Here we go. And then we have these parts. One goes here. And the other one goes there. Wow, that is small. No, it's okay because you have that red part that goes right under the eyes. It's understandable. And at least I don't have to worry about painting the red part black, so I can cover that black up and paint the metallic green. Not to mention the fact that this needs to be painted green, that needs to be painted green, and I'm assuming That back here is painted green. Whether I'm going to do it or not, I don't know. But plus, I gotta shave off these these parts here so I can make it nice and pointy. All right, this completes this part of the build. Let's move on to the next. All right, next part of the build is going to be the arms of the Gundam Zirius. And for that, we're going to need this part here. I'm going to face it this way, I believe. Let me see something here. If it doesn't show... It really doesn't matter what position this is. Okay, I was like looking at this for a minute. But we take this part, put it back here like that. Excuse me. And put this one here, like so. Then we have this part that goes back here. Supposedly, there we go. And then we have this that goes right there. Okay. Then we have this and this. It goes there. Then we have this part. I believe that goes on the other side. And then this goes here. And then we have this little part here that's weird. It goes upside, facing up like that, and it's supported by this part. And then finally, we have the hands. You know what? No open hands or detailed hands. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Here are the arms. They're nicely done and quick. Small too. And kind of simple. Alright, this part is done. Let's now move on to the next part of the build. Alright, next up is going to be the legs of the Gundam Zirius. And we're going to take this part here and this, merge them together like so. Good. Then we take this part and the yellow part here, and that kind of slides in like this. That's actually pretty neat. I like that. Then you just connect it right there. While this part goes back here. Next up, I'm going to take this part, the red part that goes here. Make sure you push it all the way. And then we have this part that goes up here. And then we take the heel, connect both red and gray part there, and connect to that. And then we have the foot, goes right here. Now then, we take this, put this one right here, and this one here. And we have this part that supposedly goes here. Hold on. I think I see a little bit of a knot. The piece of plastic didn't come off when I was removing it. There we go. It has an L-shaped connector, so that goes in there. And this one goes on the opposite side. Okay, we'll take care of that later. And we take this part, connect it to like that, and then this one goes back here, like so. Good. And then finally, the joints. This one goes there. Good, sturdy joints. There we go. And we connect that to there. All right. There it is. The legs of the Gundam Zirius is now complete. All right. A little weird, but all right. Oops. It's coming along. Let's now move on to the next part of the build. All right. Next part is going to be the waist unit, and it's very few parts that we have here. For starters, we're going to put the poly cap here in the back, one here in the bottom. Then we close it up. And then we have the front part of the crotch. That looks like that. And then the ball cap here. The actual connector to the waist is molded into the part here. And a little short. Okay. This completes the waist unit. Oh boy. But we're going to put the kit together because this is just basically the inner frame, or the normal version of this. So let me prepare the table for the final, you could say final assembly.